Hi, welcome to another video. This is one of my miscellaneous Monday videos that I'm doing. Basically, I'm normally out in my camper doing photography and all that kind of stuff, but I've recently been getting stuff from AliExpress and Temu, which is the fake Lego. I've built like a Technic car, some cameras here. Again, these will be linked in description. But in this one, basically what I did buy is like these retro little things. We've got like a little TV, cassette player with headphones, a boombox, and like a computer like that looks like an old Mac. So this video is going to be me doing the builds as a time lapse, going through the actual information, and then at the end there's going to be a full review. Yeah, before we get into that, please like and actually subscribe to the channel because there are more builds coming up. I've bought a fair few more Technic models, so there's a lot coming up on that and it helps the channel out. But again, the main channel is to do with the camper and stuff like this. These are going to be just the every so often. So yeah, let's get on anyway. This is the colour television from 1970. It says in 1970, China's first colour TV was born in Tianjin. Again, I'm hopefully pronouncing that right. It says by the 1980s and 90s, colour TV gradually entered thousands of households. At the time, one of the happiest things for people was to watch TV series with their families together. We were excited for the ups and downs of The Legend of the White Snake. Don't know what that is, together in front of the TV. We cheered with familiar neighbours for women's volleyball teams, 5 consecutive championships. Well, I didn't do that, but there we are. As a classic of the times, colour TV can take you back to those familiar and warm years and look through the long lost traces of time. But the one thing I'm glad of is not honking those things around, because they were bloody heavy, let's put it like that. This one is the Cassette Music Walker from 1979. Well, it's a Walkman really, but remember, Walkman is a trademark of Sony, so they can't really use that. So it says the cassette player was one of the trendy items in the 1980s and 90s. At the time, in the streets and alleys, there was a group of young people with flamboyant personalities wearing headphones and carrying Walkmans. See, they've used Walkman there, across their bodies. They were intoxicated by melodies and envious eyes, ranging from Little Tigers to Jackie Cheung. I hope that pronounced right. I had to research it. He's a singer from Hong Kong. Then Michael Jackson to the Backstreet Boys. And every piece of music in the cassette player has been carefully interpreted into the various tastes of youth for several generations. Although its glory is no longer, it has become the eternity of the times. This is the retro boombox. It says from 1988. Here's the description anyway. It says tape radios were a popular product in the 1970s and 80s. Once upon a time there was a group of young people who often carried heavy machines on their shoulders, wore bell-bottom pants, sang and danced on the streets and showed off their love for disco music. The tape radio freezes that craze and turbulent time for the people and has become a classic mark of the times. Now, I do remember having like a twin cassette deck that literally I took everywhere like a boombox. So yeah, I was one of those generations, but not with bell-bottom pants or trousers, as we say in the UK. This one is the personal computer SE from 1984. Now we all know it's really a Mac, but again they can't use that because of copyright. It says in 1984 the famous desktop computer with a revolutionary system was born, becoming a milestone in the history of computer development. Since then TV is no longer the screen most often chosen by people, and the desktop computer had gradually appeared on more and more people's desktops, profoundly affecting generations of young people. Desktop computers look back to the past, pay homage to the classics, once again present the great wave of technology and show retro feelings. Now personally I grew up with Amigas and everything else, and from I think the age of 18 I worked in a computer showroom and I dealt with computers of that age for a long time. So let's do the TV first. The TV, like I say, was a quick little build. All of them aren't too bad of builds. They only take like, half an hour, something like that. But I mean, like I say, it's not a bad little thing. You do get a sticker, and there are a few actual stickers that you can get to put on the front, and you've got little printed dials as well. And like I say, it makes it look like an old TV. At the end of the day, I'm at an age, and some people may be watching this was what we grew up with. So that one, like I say, nice little thing. Again, for me, these are for just display. They're just to go like on the background here or anything else. Again, I'm not really fully into Lego. Photography is my main thing, but I thought these would be something just to fill the background. I think they were around about £5 a piece, something like that. That was, I think, from AliExpress. You can get them from Temu as well as you can get them from Amazon if you do not want to use AliExpress and Temu. Again, links in the description. I'll put affiliate links. It doesn't cost you any more to actually buy them from Amazon, but it might give me a few extra pence. So then the other one is the little cassette, the Walkman type of thing. Now you've got an opening, closing door there. You've got the buttons on the top. They don't actually do anything. They're just for display. And then you get a nice little cassette, which does actually nicely, if I get it the right way around, this is fit in the actual cassette player, so that's nice. And then you get some headphones with a little wire that then you can plug into the actual unit itself. You've got two headphone sockets. It's a bit loose in there, but it does that. And then you've got the wires. It's basically like your old headphones. Now this is the only one problem that I found with this particular one, is these bricks on this bit, not on there, on here, they're a little bit loose, so they do come apart pretty easy. So if you want to try and get this in a particular position, they fall apart. So for me, I'm probably just going to glue those together for just like display, so it can be in the background. Like I say, nice little model. The Boombox, again, you've got like an opening door on the front there, as well as a very small little cassette. Again, that does slot in there, and then you have got a handle there, and then as well a little aerial that can then go up as well. So nice little thing. And you've got printed buttons on the top to, for your play stop and everything else, and then a printed one on the front and for the tweeters that would be there. Again, nice little model. Didn't take that long to actually do. Pretty solid construction. Most of them are, like I say, other than the headphones there. So again, not bad. And again, for around about a £5. Now we've got the computer. Now this one, there's one little problem with it, is you do get this keyboard and mouse, and these then are supposed to put on. These don't bend that well, and you can't position them into the place that you want. They actually end up falling off. So as long as if you got it for display, just putting it around there, it's absolutely fine. But again, this one, it does, let me just take that bit out. Right, it actually is one unit like that, and then again, you've got a printed, it's actually a decal that fits on there. Now that can be changed as well. You have got different decals for that. I've just chose that hello. I remember using these in college as well, doing CAD as well. So, that's showing how my age. And then inside, you have got it a little bit detailed of the bits. Now that should have gone I think around about there. So like I say, that is pretty detailed inside. And then, so you can have it on display like that as well. The one thing that I found is some of the spare bits I got with one, I just put those on the bottom there, so that when I've got it, it's like at an angle like that. And like I say, I'm going to do these, like I say, as a whole, and for me, like I say, for display, absolute perfect. The pieces aren't too bad. They all do go together right, other than, like I say, the headphones. For a few quid, which I mean, these are a lot cheaper than Lego, and you can't compare them exactly to Lego. But quality wise, they're not bad. Some colours I did find are slightly off, like on here. Don't know whether that's intentional. It should be the same colour, so they are slightly off. But construction, absolutely fine. And again, for the price that you paid, I mean, like I say, that I think all four of those was around about £20, which, if you're buying a little Lego set, you'd probably only get that kind of thing for that. So again, not a bad little set for me. There is like a typewriter in this range, and a Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Famicom, whatever. I wasn't a console gamer. So yeah, you've got these for just display, absolutely perfect. Anyway, I'm waffling again. So again, if you want to see more like this, like I say, I've got a lot more Technic builds coming up. I've got the camera ones that are already on. What else have I got? I think that's about it. So like I say, mainly Technic. I've got about 6 Technic cars. So again, you know, if you do like this content, and have a look at my other content about me going out in the camper. When I can, because unfortunately my spinal problem doesn't always help me let me get out there. But again, anyway, like, you know, if you can, like, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, because it does help me out. And then again, I always waffle, don't I? So I'm going to say bye and see you in the next one. So bye for now. Bye.